Hi guys, let's talk a bit about the courts of heaven and when you can approach the courts of heaven as a Christian. The courts of heaven is a real thing in the Bible and it has been mentioned in different examples. I'll give an example of Daniel chapter 7 verse 9 to 10, where Daniel had a vision and he saw the Ancient of Days, who is God, seated on the throne, and the books are opened. A small summary before I tell you when to go to the courts of heaven is that the courts of heaven is the same as the courts here on earth. There is a judge who is God, there is an advocate, a lawyer, and in heaven that is Jesus Christ, and there is an accuser, and in heaven that is the devil. You can approach the courts of heaven, one, when you need justice from God, when you feel like you're being treated unfairly, maybe in your place of work or at home or wherever you are, or life is treating you unfairly. You can present that case to God at the courts of heaven. The second reason is when you are facing persistent opposition. That means your doors keep on getting shut over and over again. You're never getting breakthrough. You need to take it to the courts of heaven. The third reason is when seeking mercy after failure, for he is a judge and you're seeking mercy for the sins or the failures you have committed. We see that the devil is an accuser of brethren. He stands in the throne and he points towards humans and he tells God, see what your child has done. But Jesus is our advocate. Also, when we are interceding for people, look at the story of Abraham. When God wanted to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah, Abraham interceded for Sodom and Gomorrah. He was like, if you find 50 people who are innocent, would you destroy? Then he went to 45, then he went to 30, 10, 9, 1. You see, that was intercession. And also finally, when you want deliverance from generational curses, you find that things are happening in a pattern. Maybe women are not staying that long in marriages, maybe the pattern of poverty, the pattern of drunkenness, and sometimes it needs you to go take action and you present that case to the courts of heaven. Now, one thing I want you to understand is that you do not get deliverance or win this because of going to the courts of heaven. No, your prayers are answered because Jesus is the one who is your advocate. It all leads back to Jesus and what he did on the cross, because he died on the cross and he shed his blood, you can be able to enjoy mercy. So when you approach the courts of heaven, do so knowing that you have boldness, for the Bible says, now let us come boldly into the courts of heaven, into the presence of God. So you go there boldly because of Christ, not because of your own doing, but because of the finished works of the cross of Jesus Christ. You have to be connected to him. No one gets to the Father except through Jesus. For more information about the courts of heaven, how to pray, how to approach God through that, I have written an ebook, Approaching God and the Courts of Heaven. You can find it on Seller. It's only going for 200 Kenya shillings. I will link it down below so that you can get it and read everything that is there. This is just a short